Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Realms. I am of course joined tonight by Krazy in the flesh.
Yes.
Not on Skype.
Back again.
Yes, back in the house. And we are filming in the living room tonight.
Yeah.
Having a good time, man.
Awesome time. Yeah.
Always fun. We've had a great day today. We went out and did some running earlier. But before we get to that, tonight we have, once again, which we've had before, dragon's milk. We are going to drink from the teat of the dragon. And Krazy's glass here, of course.
It's a rave.
Check that shit out. Yeah. All right, man. So cheers to great times, to the headbanger who isn't here.
Headbanger.
And great times
Great
again.
times again.
Oh, the teat. The teat is milking well tonight.
Yeah, man. I'm totally... Whoa.
Yeah. I'm already fucked up, man. Did you drop a roofie in that? All right, Krazy. So I personally didn't get anything at the Indy vinyl place, but Krazy did.
I still collect vinyl.
Oh, yeah. You can't go wrong there, man.
No, man. I love the sound of vinyl. I have for a while now, ever since I got my record player about 2 or 3 years ago, and love to listen to vinyl. And love this band who... They had all kinds of vinyl albums that I wanted, but I just wanted to end up going with one, really. And I don't have a vinyl from these guys, and they are one of my favorites. Mike Patton rules, one of the best musicians of all time, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, man, no doubt. No doubt.
And it is Mr. Bungle's first album on vinyl. I love Mr. Bungle. Love
Such an influential band on experimental
music,
rock, metal,
everywhere.
Music, man.
New metal.
Very, very influential band. Man, I bet that's gonna sound amazing.
I cannot wait to check. This is my first vinyl buy in probably a few years, and I own this album on CD, of course. But having it on vinyl is awesome. They had California too, but I wanted to get this one instead. It's like I want to get some other stuff really, but I wanted to buy I've been looking for Bungle everywhere on vinyl, so I was like, why not just get this?
Oh yeah, man.
I love Bungle, so this is one of my Indy vinyl and one of my favorite bands of absolutely all time.
Mine too.
Yes, King Crimson bought a CD.
3 of a perfect pair.
One of the best prog rock bands of all time, seriously. People, listen to these guys. If you haven't heard them and like Pink Floyd and stuff like that, listen to these guys. They are far superior.
Man, amazing. Just amazing. And that album, man,
I never heard this album.
It's, King Crimson has so many amazing albums in their discography, but that one is seriously one of the tops, man. I mean, because you got 3 of a perfect pair, Model Man, Sleepless, which has one of the most awesome fucking slap bass lines ever in it. Man with an Open Heart, which that's like a love song, and it's amazing though. It's amazing.
They're so underrated though, and we could go on and on about this. We've done it before.
And then it goes into Industry, which is this real experimental instrumental song.
Whoa!
Dig Me, No Warning, Lars Tongue.
I can't wait.
Tongue and Axe Speak Part 3. Amazing.
Great pickup, aren't they? Man. They're one of the most underrated bands of all time.
They are, and it's, I got to throw in here in 2008, I got to see them on the 40th anniversary tour in Chicago, and it ended up being their very last tour, and almost 99% sure to be the last tour they ever do, because Robert Fripp is retired. And I'll say right now, over 100 professional concerts I've been to, is the best show. The top one I've ever seen, man. Amazing. That band is fucking awesome. So, from there, we took a trip further up north to Indianapolis and went to one of our favorite places. Yep, Fry's, which we have been to so many times. We've done a lot of videos there. I was going to get some in-store footage, and I thought, you know what, man, we've done it a lot. And, it sucks. The last one I did in-store, I showed that their movie section is dwindling, and you got to see it in person tonight. It's mainly the DVD section. The Blu-ray section's still the same. Hopefully they don't take that down, but...
It's disappointing.
It's still, they still get a lot of the new, bigger releases, but yeah, it just sucks to see the DVD horror section, literally cut in half of what it was, when we were there.
It was huge. It was a whole section.
Yeah, now it's half. Now they have horror and sci-fi together instead of horror in one and sci-fi in the other. I mean, it's just a sign of the times, but they still do have a great selection.
Oh man, and my Best Buy at home doesn't have near the selection they do. Well, that's needless to say. If I lived here, I would go to them still.
Yeah,
I mean, I would all the time.
And we both picked up some stuff there.
You go
tonight. Yeah, I'll start off first. And this first one that I got, this is one that I had been holding off on getting. But I decided to go ahead and get it, and it is the 35th
my favorite movie of all time,
anniversary edition of Halloween.
John Carpenter, you rule.
Oh yeah, and I've owned this version. I've owned this movie so many times. I owned it on VHS. I know I bought it once on VHS. I had it on DVD, which I still have. I have the lenticular DVD Anchor Bay. Then I have the Blu-ray release, the last Blu-ray release, and I thought, man, you know what? I'm not going to buy this again. And the reason why I wasn't going to buy it again is because, first off, I do not like this cover. When I saw this online, I was like, what is up with that cover? I don't like it. But after picking it up, looking at it, holding it in my hands, and seeing it in the flesh, I gotta say, it's pretty impressive. I've come to like this cover. It has like a matte finish here, nice soft matte finish, glossy top here, kind of like a foil. And then you've got embossed Michael Myers' face, embossed lettering. I mean, I like it now. And the whole reason why I got this, Dean Cundy's, approved transfer, of course. But the main reason why I got it is the Night She Came Home featurette, Jamie Lee Curtis Gorehound Weekend here last year, and also the new commentary. That's the two main reasons why I went ahead and became a sucker and got it anyway. And also, it's one of my top 5 favorite horror films. And the ones that are in my top 5, I don't mind going ahead and buying again when it's a new edition. You know what I mean? This is just... This beautiful. Is an awesome digibook edition. It's got a lot of cool information in here, which I haven't read, but you said it's really good.
Oh, it's really good.
I mean, and I don't like this. I don't like how this just pulls out and it doesn't have sloppy. A snap case. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, Blu-rays are more resilient than DVD, so I'm kind of like, oh, okay. But, yeah, my first pickup from Fry's is Halloween. We'll kind of bounce back and forth here. So
I'm glad to have that edition, too. I mean, like, I've bought that multiple times, too. I had the 25th anniversary on DVD, and now it's cool having the 35th on Blu-ray, just like, and and I've told you before, I mentioned this on Facebook, it's like, I will buy all of the releases, because it is my favorite film. I love that movie. I mean, I have the ink to
That's
prove
what I was going
it.
to say, yeah. Glow in the Dark by Sean McCarthy.
Sean McCarthy, Pittsburgh.
On the set of Cella Turcica, which he worked on the whole movie.
And, I am a lifelong Halloween fan. I love that movie, always will. So, I will keep buying the releases.
Absolutely.
And one of my pickups was actually Halloween 2.
Yep.
From the amazing Scream Factory. Man, love those guys, love these releases, and I've been meaning to pick this up a long time, but it's probably better I waited around Halloween season. That's the last time was in like July. The last time I was, a few times before when I was here, it was like, it's not close to October, but then it's like, that's, it's Halloween time now. It's like, yes, I love the Scream Factory stuff. I just ordered Prince of Darkness a few days ago.
Man. Yeah, it's going to be a good one to have.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and this is now after The Fog, this is my second release official until I get Prince of Darkness, so I'm so glad to be...
Scream Factory.
So glad to be supporting them, because they are... Oh my god!
I mean, just look at that cover, man.
Look at that.
And I really want to get this one too, but it's a case where I already have the last Blu-ray release. I'm so torn because I love 1 and 2 back to back. It basically plays.
It's a one movie.
And I'm not sure. I'm sure it's got more new special.
Oh all kinds.
Oh man, I'm not but the great thing about Fry's is they carry all of Scream Factory's releases.
Phantasm 2, From Beyond,
Prison. They have The Fog, The Funhouse, Deadly Blessing, all, and then another one we're going to get to in a minute. But they carry all of them. I mean, I'm real surprised they didn't have Prince of Darkness, but I'm sure they're going to have that real soon. And that kind of leads into my second and final pickup of the day, and it is another. Actually this is a triple dip for me, and I picked up Day of the Dead Scream Factory release, which I also have the Anchor Bay with the trifold flip with Bub on the front. That's the first one I got. I have that signed by Gary Clark, Howard Sherman, Tom Savini. You know, that's the first one I ever had of this. And then I also have the Arrow video release, and I was also torn on this one. Even though this is my second favorite horror film of all time, first one, of course, is Evil Dead, I was still torn on getting this. But after looking at it, you know, and that cover is just
phenomenal.
Amazing by Milner. You know, but really the reason why I got this is the transfer is different from the Arrow video release. So that intrigues me, but also it has this documentary, World's End, The Legacy of Day of the Dead, all new, 86-minute long documentary, new commentaries, and then it also has the ones where they go down into the mine where it was filmed. With our buddy Ed Dimko is in there narrating that. I want to support that. It's really cool. Ed's on this. So I had to get this, man. I had to get this. I'm so happy to have it. This is like my 7th or 8th Scream Factory I have. I'm by far not having them all, but I have quite a bit. And all of them, I mean, their transfers are always the best. And I was very pleased with Arrows, but I really want to see what they do with this one, too. Like I said, the special features sold me, and just being one of my all-time favorites, had to get it. So, yeah, Day of the Dead.
And I got that, too.
Day of the Dead.
It's my and it's like, I mean, like, you turned me on to this one too, and it's became my favorite zombie film. Just like I know it's one of yours too.
And you never owned this.
No, I don't have a legit copy. So this is a great addition to have.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, this film is amazing, amazing. It never gets old, and I think this is my favorite from Romero's Dead trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, it is for me, too, and not only for that, for me, it's my favorite zombie movie. Here, I'll put mine up here, too. We'll double feature. It's my favorite zombie movie ever. It's
so good, man. It's so bleak, and you're right. It shows, like, the exact state that the world would be in. I mean, that group of people would be in that situation.
Well, see, that's what I've always said. You know, like, when I first started watching this, I loved it from the beginning. It was always my favorite, and it's like, this movie's became more loved over time, but back then it was kind of the hated movie, but I always thought if they were in this situation, it was that deep into a zombie apocalypse, that's how it would be. Everybody would be bitching, arguing, moaning, complaining, hating each other. You wouldn't have people having these loving, tender moments. That shit's gone out the window. I mean, that's almost gone out the window from our society now, and we're still technically don't have a society breakdown. You know what I mean? Like,
and everybody's going insane, too.
Yeah.
The army guys have lost it, and and it just gets worse and worse, and like... that's what I love about it too. It's like it's so unrelenting.
It is, man. It never lets up, and you know, and that also goes without mentioning Tom Savini, his pinnacle work. I think. I mean,
oh my gosh!
Still to this day, everything in this film holds
amazing.
Up. I mean, the effects are just phenomenal, man.
Oh my god, yeah, man.
But the thing is, it's not just an effects show because you know earlier we were talking about the Prowler. Okay, the Prowler, it's a good slasher, but really that hinders all on the special effects. This one has the special effects, the story. I mean, yeah, the acting's a little over the top, but you know, it's the '80s. It's supposed to be. But this one has the story and the effects. Yeah, and it's actually gotten better with age.
Wow.
You know, I think it was ahead of its time.
Oh yeah,
I think it was just too far ahead of its time.
Yeah,
for people to really
people are appreciating it now.
Yeah, it's became more loved over time, and that's typically a film that's ahead of its time. I think that's the case with this.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's so good. I'm glad to have a legit copy. And Scream Factory, I mean, come on, they're the best right now.
Yeah,
I mean, seriously,
man. They are. I mean, there's
those
a lot
guys
of good
are tons of props, man.
They're. I think they're just the top. I mean, they just keep one after another after another.
Keep coming out,
yeah.
and they never skimp on special features, and that's one of the big reasons why if I ever rebuy, it's like. I don't want to just buy for high def. This is just me, but it's like, I don't want to just buy for high def. I need to see something like a retrospective or something, and like, you know, that is more bang for my buck.
Yeah.
And these guys, they are doing just that.
And the thing is, too, though, about the high def with their releases that I've seen, every one of their releases, it isn't just a case of, it's a little bit better on DVD. No. Everything I've seen from them is like, man, it is fucking great what they did. I mean, just look at The Fog. Look at They Live. You know, look at The Town That Dreaded Sundown, Deadly Blessings. I mean, all of those, that's just right off the top of my head. The Burning, all of them just look great, man. I mean, the high-def transfers are like, this is a vast improvement over other releases. And that's why, like I said, even though having this on Arrow Blu-ray, I wanted to go ahead and get it. You know.
That's cool.
The special features plus, wanting to check that out has just sold me on this. So, yeah, that's our pickups this time. We figured we'd do a little video here.
Yeah.
And
Good times.
Yeah, man. Great time. Great beer.
Yeah.
Great camaraderie. Good times. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Krazy, thanks a lot for joining me, man. As
nice
always.
to be back.
Always a great time.
In the studio.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys. Thanks a lot. Later.